Hi everybody, and it's Daniel for the News Cartridge for Friday, August 14th, 2015, and I want to be honest with today's episode. I got started a little bit late on this, and now I seem to have bit off more than I can chew. Now I'm really upset. I can't keep defending this game anymore. I've been trying to defend this game as we'll judge it as a standalone game. We won't judge it based on the previous games before. Well, now, Star Wars Battlefront will not be featuring a single-player campaign mode. This is what's making me very upset. The reason why is because the chief operating officer at EA, named Peter Moore, has stated that, and please pay very close attention to this, very few people actually play the single player on these kinds of games. That's what the data points to. Now I'm pissed off because EA, what the hell, man? Well, you guys are doing so good keeping your stupid mouth shut. You guys caused a lot of stuff last year, and you guys have been pretty good about it for about a year, actually. And now you go off and pull this? Well, fine. I guess this is what I gotta do. I gotta do it. Let's get to it. Single-player campaign is what keeps your players playing. It's what gives your multiplayer battles context. You know why Evolve and Titanfall's player base just completely fell off right after the first week? It's because these games are both single instances with absolutely nothing cohesive to holding them together as to why you're doing what you're doing at all. Evolve, as it stands, is just an asymmetrical PvP game with no reason as to where the monster came from, where the people that are hunting it came from, what hunting the monster achieves. Nothing. Titanfall is practically the same thing. Where are these giant robot suits coming from? How did they make them? Surely they aren't just there to fight other people with giant robot suits. So I haven't played either of these games, but I don't need to get the numbers that the player bases are just awful. Evolve has, in the last 30 days, have had an average of 403 players. That is not very much from a game that claims to have sold over 300,000 units physically. You know, I couldn't find any numbers on Titanfall, but I know, but from what the community has said, you can only find matches guaranteed for one type of game mode. Now, Titanfall is a little bit older. Evolve is only 6 months old, and it promised a bunch of DLC to keep the game fresh and going. 403 players on Steam. Now, I'm not taking this time to dump on Evolve and Titanfall. People have already done that. I don't want to do that. That's just beating a dead horse at this point. What I do want to do is give you my numbers about how a multiplayer-only game can and will die in today's gaming atmosphere unless it's designed to be competitive from the start, like League of Legends, Smite, or Dota, or CSGO. Even if it's not designed to be a competitive game, like, for instance, Grand Theft Auto 5, that's a 2-year-old game, almost. And at the time of writing this, it had 22,000 people playing it. That's both the online and the story mode on Steam. But, EA, that's a lot. That is a ton. People do not want a Star Wars game that is PvP only. We want an amazing storyline to give our PvP fights context. You know why Hoth is cool, literally and figuratively? Because of environment. You cannot explain environment properly in a PvP only game. EA, I am urging you, put some kind of campaign in this game. I know you don't want to delay the game. I know it's going to cost money. I know you want it to be out for the holiday to get some of that holiday money. But please, Star Wars is about the story. It's not about the wars. Use the Force. The Force will guide you into making the right decision. Well, now that I've gotten that off my chest, this happened too. And it's just strange and confusing. The game known as I Am Bread is getting some free DLC. Valve has teamed up with Bossa, I'm not sure how to pronounce their name, to bring Team Fortress 2 themed levels to I Am Bread. Looks like there will be some pretty crazy new obstacles to traverse and the everlasting pursuit to toast yourself. I Am Bread is currently on sale for 50% off at $6.49 US dollars or your regional equivalent. And finally, really quick, I want to cover two topics, so I still bring you four stories. Terraria has been released for Mac and Linux, and most notably about this is that you want to make sure that everyone updates to the 1.3.0.8 version, so that way the devs can guarantee compatibility between all platforms. And also, Fallout Shelter is out for Android Store. So if you want to get started on your very own Vault because you didn't have an iPhone or access to it before on your App Store, or like me, you just don't have a phone, then you can go check out your App Store or the link down below to download it and get started on surviving in your very own vault in your very own post-apocalyptic wasteland. And on to tomorrow's game releases. There aren't any because tomorrow is Saturday. Yay! Well, thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow, and here it comes. What's Samus's favorite food? Metroid Prime Rib.